Antonio, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's your question, buddy?
Um, what, what's a what is what's a
Bro,
space?
my fucking microphone is speaking.
All right, turn it down, man. What's a space pirate's favorite planet?
What is it?
Mars.
What is it? What the fuck? That's funny.
Yeah, I know, it's cringe. Hello and welcome to the next installment of the worst of classic Doctor Who series. Last time we had the Crotons with Maddox, that was a lot of fun. This time we've got the Space Pirates. And I've brought Antonio the Funky Beaver for this one.
Hello!
I've got a funny feeling that I've made a good choice, considering the story we're watching. Although I haven't seen it, so maybe it's great. You never know.
I have only seen, like, parts 1 and 2, and a bit of 3, but other than that, fucking clueless about what happens in the story.
You're completely spoiler-free for the absolutely captivating second half of this story.
Exactly. No spoilers from me, muchachos.
Yes.
I think I'm saying that word right. I hope that word means what I think it means.
Yeah. But basically, speaking of spoilers, I always do a warning at the start of these videos that during these videos sometimes we like to talk about other Doctor Who. So, if you haven't seen all of New Who or Classic Who, you may want to just, be wary, because I don't really hold back, and I do sort of talk about whatever I want. Like, if I wanted to talk about, I don't know, if I wanted to talk about Black Orchid, then I will. I don't know why I'd want to talk about Black Orchid, but if I do, I will talk about it. So just spoiler warning for any of you who haven't, you're protecting yourself from the show, but it is what it is. Remember to comment. We have a full list of stories now that we're going to be doing in this series. And then obviously at the very end we will unlock the Dimensions in Time, which is at the bottom. It's got little locks next to it. I like that little thing I've done. But that'll be the last one we do. That'll be the finale of this series. So yeah, we've got all the classic stories sorted, and by the time we get to the end of the series, the only one I'll have left is the Wheel in Space, which I'll do a reaction to eventually, which will be, my final classic story. And then also, but what we also do is at the end of these reviews, we also defend, well, at least in this case, I defend a New Who story against Hellbent. We've done a few so far, so if you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments what stories you want us to defend against Hellbent. Specifically, if there's one that you think is worse than it, and leave a paragraph as to why. This is sort of part of the experiment where, when we started this series, me and Adam, we were like, well, both of us think that Hellbent's the worst thing ever, so let's watch all the Classic Who that we haven't seen to find out, if there's anything that can compare to it. And so far, it's gotten close. To be fair, it's gotten close, but it hasn't been eclipsed. And then also with New Who, it's like, well, we spent a bit of time attempting to defend hated episodes against it, which, to be fair, has been struggled at some points, but other times not so much. I think last time me and Maddox did Rings of Akaten, and that was fine. We did a fairly good job at defending that. But yeah, leave that in the comments. The one we do on this video will be very interesting, because I believe Antonio isn't as negative on Hellbent as me, Adam, or Maddox.
This entire time, I've just been messing around with my camera, because now it's orange. I haven't been listening to a word you've been saying, man. All I remember is Hellbent.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that at the end of the video when you actually need to turn your brain on for it. Is there anything you'd like to say before we begin? Anything you want to plug? Blah, blah, blah.
You Androzani viewers, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Crinoid Roots.
Yes, Crinoid Roots. And where you have the absolutely legendary video that is Clara Goes to Subway.
Clara Goes to Subway. Make sure you watch that first, because it's on. I think it's my most viewed video.
I would unironically defend Clara Goes to Subway over Hellbent.
Yes.
Is a better
Yes,
story.
sir. Yes.
Clara Goes to Subway is canon.
Clara goes... Yeah. If you don't believe it's canon, you are an idiot.
She's actually...
Exit this video.
She's
actually no. Andrzani needs the views. Keep watching.
She's actually a likable and well-written character in that. Anyway...
I almost spat out my water because of you.
Well, speaking of that, we're going to be watching a story that Robert Holmes spat onto the page.
Okay.
So, I apparently have heard that this is the most boring Doctor Who story ever made. That's what I hear. People say that. I have never seen it before. But basically what I've heard from people is that this is meant to be a story where they're lost in space. And apparently it's like... I think Stu Bagfull said that the Space Pirates is like if the Saranga Conundrum was a six-parter, which does not sound encouraging, because if everyone knows how I feel about the Saranga Conundrum, I don't know how do you
feel about it?
Well, I think it's a tedious, boring, clunky mess, and it's very.
The only thing I really like about it is the Pating, and that's about it.
I like the concept of a villain where it's like a base under siege where the villain is eating the base. And I was thinking, like, well, what if there was like a hole in the ship and they like got sucked into the vacuum of space, you know? But that's not what happened.
No, the boring stuff happens instead, you know.
Instead, what we get is like references to like football and Call the Midwife and technobabble about fucking. I don't know.
Avocados.
I honestly don't know what Jodie Whittaker was saying in that episode. She's just.
Didn't she have like appendicitis or something?
Me and my best friend Yaz, we're gonna be talking about blah 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 blah. That's all I heard.
Bingo.
And then there's that bit where Ryan has to stop the plot to talk about his dad or something, or talk about Grace.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then there's the pregnant man, and there's the guy who dies, and he's just like, I believed in you, I always have. Basically, it's just, you know.
Even I don't remember this much. It seems like you're a fan.
No, it's just a masterclass in Chibnall dialogue, to be honest.
Yes.
Anyway, let's not talk about that crap. So this is a story with Patrick Troughton, Fraser Hines, and Wendy Padbury, and written by Robert Holmes. So I'm sure that it's going to be a classic, right?
Yes.
Like it should be. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a special intro.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot we're watching a reconstruction.
Wait, are these all made by fucking reconstructors or
loose cannon?
Is this okay?
Have you ever watched Thunderbirds, Antonio?
No, not at all. I'm a youngster.
Damn. I mean, I'm a youngster.
I wasn't alive back
then.
No, you're old. You're like 80.
I mean, I wasn't alive either.
I doubt it. Stop lying. Stop lying to your audience.
The man operates a control and the hatch opens. Am I just going to read this the whole time? The engineers go through the hatchway.
The engineers go through the hatchway and out to the beacon.
Okay, so they're getting into the ship, I suppose?
These are really nice model shots, not gonna lie.
What is this music?
It's good music. I'm not.
Wow, I'm enjoying this so far. If we press pause now, that's a 10 out of 10. Best story of all time.
Best story. Oh, it's the David Tennant guy.
Oh, yes!
The two engineers come back inside. The beacon and the group returns to their ship.
Hey, what's going on around here?
Hey, what's going on, Rod? That just appears as the fucking subtitles.
Oh!
Damn.
The Space Pirates! Oh, I actually think this shot looks amazing. Like, unironically, I've seen this shot before, and it looks amazing.
The best thing about this story are the shots of the models, because, wow, they are superb.
Bolstring would hate this story. It has diversity hiring in it. Are they going to do another sexual entry? Yeah, they are. Is this meant to be like the oxygen or something?
Like depressurization, probably.
Yeah, probably. Oh, hello there. Wow.
Why is he so fucking big?
Honestly, he looks like if Tennant had a fat chin.
Yeah. He's already my favorite character.
1,600 tons of pure argonite pays all right, Dervish. To me, this is like a floating bank.
Oh, he's a bit of a mischievous.
It's not the same
Well,
fucking shot.
I actually, honestly, that was a lovely Robert Holmes bit of dialogue where he said, "This is like a floating bank."
Yeah, that is a really
that is a classic Bob Holmes like metaphor. Like Bob Holmes is great with metaphors and what's the word? Analogies. You know, like stuff like which box is larger.
Oh yeah, that bit is superb writing right there.
Imagine how fucked you'd be if you got sick in space.
Oh shit! Like, wouldn't you drown? Why are they just blowing him up?
That's a really unique way to like disassemble them.
Yeah, but how are they getting the money? All they've done is just blow them up and leave.
Yeah, well, they are pirates.
Pirates plunder money, not destroy ships. Well, they do that sometimes, but only for money.
Yeah, but these are space pirates, though.
Space pirates do things differently. They space destroy and...
This is all like world building and character building.
Yeah. I honestly am bored the fuck out of my mind right now.
Okay. I'm not yet. Like, it's not like exciting, but I don't know, it's kind of interesting.
Oh, new characters. That's cool.
Like, I'm learning so many different things about them being in deep space and how they have to have all these different like medical kits and whatnot, and all of that stuff I like.
Good luck. And to you. See you in about 6 weeks. I hope.
6 weeks? Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
That's
okay, yeah, that's honestly pretty reasonable for like space. This must be like early space century, you know?
Ooh.
The soundtrack's really nice as well. That's pretty cool.
I like whenever the woman sings.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the Ice Warriors in the intro.
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's like the same singer.
I don't know. Oh. Oh. They're here.
Oh, finally. God damn. My favorite group.
I can see why this would be like a really interesting thing to do, because you got like this weird deep space piracy, and then just suddenly the TARDIS appears.
Yeah.
It's a multi-doctor story now.
Honestly, this is a pretty good setup. I really like this.
Yeah, it's like a massive like head-on collision.
It's exactly.
Ah, yes, classic burn through the door. It's like stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, the travelers move deeper into the beacon, leaving the TARDIS further behind.
Oh no.
Oh. Damn. A full-on massacre.
I wish I could see it.
So it's basically like the Doctor's fault that they're dead.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty heavy, man. That's pretty heavy.
This one's still alive. So the space corps were too busy to bother about us, eh? Shut up!
Shut up.
Shut up! God, this villain's amazing. They're pretty nice costumes for like space pirates and stuff.
I'm looking forward to seeing the surviving episode, because I think this looks like a pretty stylish looking kind of minimalist story.
Yeah. Well, it was because like Patrick Troughton and the rest of the gang were like off filming War Games, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dober knew he could only hope to delay things.
I am going to get that gang of murdering thieves if I have to.
That fucking line delivery.
I'm gonna get that gang of murdering thieves.
thieves.
Just sealing a coffin, Dervish.
Oh,
Oh, I love
that's
that.
pretty. That is nice. That's a nice line. What the fuck? People are like, this is a horrible story. It's the worst story in Doctor Who, but this is actually pretty decent so far.
Jamie.
We're prisoners.
Damn. that just ending shot of Zoe.
Oh. Oh.
Damn. Well,
That was cool.
that was part one.
That was part one. Yeah, let's quickly talk about what we just saw. So, like, it's, you know, there was a little section in before the TARDIS team turned up that was a bit tedious, but on the whole, I honestly thought that was quite interesting.
I really like the fucking dialogue in this. Robert, it definitely has that Robert Holmes spark.
Absolutely, it
to
does.
it.
Yeah, like my favorite line is when he said, "This is like a floating bank" or whatever.
Oh,
just like,
my favorite line is that he's just sealing a coffin, and that's just
Yes.
brilliant.
Oh.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Is this story really that dull that we're talking about favorite lines?
Yeah, true, I suppose. But I don't know. It's like I kind of find the whole like the fact that there's no like planet, there's no like surface. It's all just a bunch of spaceships in like the middle of nowhere. I find that kind of interesting. For me, I've got the Lost in Time box sets I'm going to be watching on my DVD.
Yeah. And I am. Yes. I too
honestly,
have seen the Lost in Time box set. Yes.
But honestly, I genuinely liked that episode of the Space Pirates. There was some interesting there was, you know, some like sort of interesting world building as well, like how they were explaining they needed a certain amount of food and medical stuff in space.
Oh,
if
yeah.
they get, and just certain things like that. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was interesting.
It's honestly really accurate because, like, when you see people like in future Doctor Who episodes, it's kind of just like space. It's like a 20-minute drive from one planet to like the next galaxy, and this is like pretty accurate. How it take like an hour just to get like a few miles.
Yeah, and there's that little bit where he's just like, "See you in 6 weeks." I love that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really just shows how dedicated they are to their job.
Yeah.
And to stop these and to stop these bad people. Okay.
I'm looking forward to this one because we can actually see it.
Exactly. It's not just people, you know?
I've got myself a nice fresh treat.
I have like a fucking 12 pack of, you know, fizzy water with me, so I think I'll be fine.
Oh, now this looks great.
This soundtrack.
This is so much more crisp because it's the actual thing.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be too late again.
Oh, that looks amazing.
God.
The Space Pirates.
God.
This soundtrack is dope.
Exactly.
It's such
like
it's so perfect for like the void of space, you know?
Yeah. Damn. God.
So
These are like
unprofessional.
$100 actors, man. What is his obsession with Argonite? Like,
Oh dear.
oh
What
dear, oh
peril.
dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, Jamie.
Oh, it's a new ship.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Me too. I've seen like clips of this guy.
It's Milo Clancy, right?
I think so. The best character of all Doctor Who.
Oh, there he is.
A legend, a king amongst men.
Look at this man.
Living like a king, man.
Oh, he's got a boiled egg.
Oh.
Oh no.
Sliced bread. This fucking guy. Damn. Can't eat his boiled egg.
Oh.
Poor man. Poor man.
He just wants to eat his breakfast.
Exactly. Leave the man alone. He wants to eat his brekkie.
I can hear you, B-41. Go away.
He sounds like he goes to church.
He really does.
General, why don't you take yourself off? I'm trying to have my breakfast.
Yeah. He's trying to have his breakfast, man. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh, mind you don't scratch your nice shiny white paint.
Damn. Such a bold accent to
I
put
know,
on for this
I know.
show.
I know.
Is that actually how he speaks, or...
Is it maybe his
Is
radio
it-
voice? I don't know. Oh yeah, Maddox has shown this before. He goes over Zoe to check Jamie.
He doesn't even bother to check Zoe.
God, what a... You think Doctor...
He's not even giving two shits about Zoe.
God, Doctor, you're a gay old bastard.
Yeah.
Like a whole floating fun palace up here.
Fucking hell.
Floating foam palace.
Fun palace, eh?
Oh, could it be 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You?
This performance. Best performance in Doctor Who. Milo Clancy.
Oh, that must be great for you, General, to have all those facts at your fingertips. Boy, that's good thinking. Hey, is it all right if I blow?
Right lad he is. The balls on this man. Fucking hell.
Yeah, well, that would be it.
You don't seem very surprised.
Yeah, well, that will be it.
Milo Clancy's the main protagonist of the story.
It really is. I could watch a whole big finish. Milo Clancy spin-off. Get on it.
I think this old crate of yours has about half the speed of a beta dot, right?
Our speed is classified
God.
information.
Oh, that may be, Sonny.
Classified.
Why don't you just go home where you came from?
Oh, but
Milo Clancy being the main character. Fuck Doctor Who. Milo Clancy. I can't wait for the Doctor and Milo Clancy to meet.
yeah,
If
they do.
I hope that happens.
I hope they do.
Yeah, exactly.
This is actually quite cool. How they're stuck in space without the TARDIS, with no one around them.
Yeah.
Sorry to entertain you, sir.
You mean I can go? Go. Oh, great. That's very kind of you.
I
Anything he says
I love
is
how
just
it's like
friggin' funny.
extreme hillbilly and extreme like stuck up British fucking twat, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, yes, Milo Clancy, you can go. Oh, really?
Alright, buddy.
With the Arcanine pirates. I think he is the mastermind behind the whole organization. Which is precisely why...
No. How the fuck did this guy get into being a general? Like, Milo Clancy? Mm-mm. He just wants to eat eggs.
That looks like a pizza.
What the fuck are pizzas like in New Zealand? What do you mean?
I mean...
What?
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Oh, it's a minnow. Minnow. Minnow.
Minnow. I'm afraid we've run out. We're in the middle of
Zoe,
space.
only oxygen for Jamie, Zoe. You're useless to me.
I need him to have stamina.
Opposite poles attract and
Oh, that's cool.
the same poles are...
Analogy! It's an analogy! I knew it!
Oh,
I predicted this would
did he
happen.
just have a fucking magnet in his pocket?
Well, they're bigger on the inside.
We'll just shoot off in the opposite direction.
Well, they can at least try, Zoe. This is why he likes Jamie better than you.
Look, she's
Shut
running
the
out of
fuck up.
she's running out of oxygen.
Yeah.
She's worried. Wow, that is a
Yeah.
cool shot.
The model shots are the best thing about this story. Does everyone know Milo Clancy? Is he
Yeah,
notorious?
he's famous.
To be defeated by an attractive woman like you at his own game, he'd take any risk. to get his way.
Bruh. I can't tell if that's like her actual hair. Like, are they
No,
trying to make
it's
it
a
look
hat.
like it's her hair?
No,
Or is
it's
it-
a hat. It's definitely a hat. This story has really good world building so far. Like the
Yeah.
way they use dialogue to create things that have happened off screen.
Milo has had an affair with that girl's dad.
Possibly.
Oh.
Oh no!
That fucking model.
Oh dear. What a silly idiot I am.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh, are they meeting with the doctor? Milo Clancy and the doctor?
I
A
hope
team
so.
up of a fucking
so.
lifetime?
I will be so happy if they meet.
Clancy has a terrible temper. He's likely to explode like glycerol trinitrate.
Here, if he shows any sign...
Okay.
That
Imagine
was
Milo Clancy angry.
It was so unnecessary.
It really was. Milo Clancy, come save the day. Come on, Milo.
I think that was one
Oh
analogy
my god,
too
look,
far.
the doctor's resting on Jamie's lap.
Aw.
More specifically, his cock.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Look at that sexy man, Milo Clancy.
Oh.
Milo Clancy, Jamie killer. That is...
What if that actually was Jamie's last scene?
That was good.
Honestly, I hope I don't get killed for this. I thought that was really good.
Me too. Me too.
I fucking really
What
love
the fuck is up with these people and saying it's bad?
was
It's
actually-
good.
Like the first episode was like kind of neat, like all the world building and stuff. But episode 2, that was brilliant.
I think it's more like it's so bad that it's good, maybe.
Some of it, yeah. Some of it, like
More
the bit
specific
where
Milo Clancy.
the bit where they talked about Milo Clancy being so angry he could explode like
Like nitroglycerin or some shit.
No, honestly, that was fun. I
Yeah,
unironically enjoyed that from start to finish.
me too. God.
So now there's a whole conspiracy around is Milo Clancy behind the space pirates, and there's all this
That-
backstory about did he kill her father, and we got information about some other planets, and now the Doctor and Co are lost in space without the TARDIS. Like it's cool.
And they're with Milo Clancy, so they're gonna think the like general and the gang are gonna think that the Doctor and Jamie are like space pirates as well. So
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, it's not okay.
Holy-
To be fair, it's not like
it's not awesome. But
I'm being a bit hyperbolic. It's not
fun.
like it's not great, but it's fun. It's a fun story so far.
Yeah,
Like, unfortunately, that's where the footage ends because now we're gonna have to go back to recons, which is a shame.
exactly.
We're 1/3 through the Space Pirates, and honestly, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm having a good time. Like the dialogue's on point, the production's like real crisp, the score's cool, all the model shots are great.
yeah.
Milo Clancy
Milo
is
Clancy,
hilarious.
the OG, the best character. Dang nubbit, I didn't finish my egg.
Oh, you critters in here!
Oh
Yeah.
fuck, I'm loving.
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, no. Honestly, I'm really scared. Like, if we end up liking the whole thing, like, what are people gonna think of us?
Monsters, that's what.
Milo Clancy just burst through.
God, Milo Clancy. The fuck
The
is that?
space pirates.
God, this is brilliant. I am so invested. Milo Clancy, mastermind. Fucking hell.
All this for one old man.
Not just an old man, it's Milo Clancy. You gotta be careful about that.
I love how like try-hard macho this guy is.
Exactly.
He's like, I am doing my job.
But he isn't Milo Clancy. Not that mastermind.
Now, come on now. You don't answer my questions, I'm going to have to start getting tough with you.
Oh no, not Milo Clancy getting tough. Oh no. So he was looking for the space pirates then.
How did you get here? We just arrived. What, you mean you got some sort of ship?
It's literally impossible for anyone to arrive there. How are they meant to answer that?
Possible. Anything's possible in the TARDIS, especially when he's at the controls, Jamie, or better.
Oh, that ties into Seeds of Death as well.
Really? What happens in the Seeds of Death?
At the very end, Jamie's like, oh, we never know where we're going to end up next. It's basically a joke about how the Doctor doesn't know how to fly the TARDIS. And now they've ended up in the middle of space. Oh no, his teacup.
No! Not his teacup.
What is organized?
Eh?
Don't they learn you nothing at school, girl?
Damn. She... Milo Clancy is the most knowledgeable person in that room.
This is a bit like the Sueño from Master of Kellis.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't beat jumping grasshoppers. You mean to say...
But are you a pirate, Milo Clancy? Are you a pirate?
Is he a pirate?
I just realized something. If you don't like Milo Clancy, you're gonna fucking hate this story.
Exactly. See, we both love him. Do you love him?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Maddox hates Milo Clancy.
How dare he? How dare he?
I am not giving Milo Clancy any more chances.
I'm not going to give him any more chances.
Damn.
He's fed up with Milo Clancy's bullshit.
Milo Clancy. God damn. What a lad.
Oh, we're going to a planet?
Oh, I thought this took place entirely in space.
Is Argonite found on this planet? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Okay. This is really smart writing when you have two different sets of characters talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
It keeps your mind thinking about the same thing. It's a good way to present it to the audience.
I wonder if that green tip is, like, detachable. Because, like, what if the space pirates have, like, one of those tips and they attach it on so they look like they're just one of the mining chips?
You know, when I write paper and pen, I have my ass poking out as well.
Bruh, Zoe's trying to steal Doctor from Jamie. That's what's happening.
She's trying to convert him straight. A dirty look.
And smiles. Ooh.
Is this the reason the third Doctor can fly the TARDIS better? Because of this scene?
Fucking maybe.
Yes, I'm gonna go and risk my life.
Oh. This is like Reservoir Dogs, and that guy's the Steve Buscemi character. He's too scared. He's like, what are we gonna do, boss? Wanna get fucking caught? Hey, we're on a planet now.
Damn, I did not know this. I thought, wow, okay.
Well, these are the Argonite caves.
That's all right, Ken. Right away. Hey, where are you?
Oh no.
Doctor?
Oh no, Milo Clancy about to explode like nitroglycerin. He's angry. Oh, this is scary stuff. Oh, he grabs his gun?
Oh my god.
What? Is he gonna assassinate them? What?
Holy shit.
God, shit.
I mean,
it just went from like a 2 to a 10.
Oh god.
What?
I mean, he did tell them to stay there.
How many people has he killed? Is Milo Clancy a space pirate? God, this would be a good animated episode.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would really like this.
I want to see like the action, you know? Are they sliding down?
Wait. Hold up, is that a clip from the Crotons?
Yeah, it
Where the
is.
little snake thing is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, damn.
Wow, they jumped down
Wow.
that thing. Wow, we're halfway through the story already.
That is surprisingly fast. Wow, I'm enjoying myself, not gonna lie. This has been really fun.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
People are gonna hate us, but boy, Milo Clancy.
So Milo Clancy told them to stay there, and they didn't. So now he wants to kill them. And it was foreshadowed as well.
Oh my god.
He's gonna explode like nitroglycerin.
Bro, maybe he is this mastermind. I mean,
Oh. And there's
Okay,
this whole
are we
like
pausing?
planet called Lobos where they're like cutting bits of metal out, and there's like Argonite
Yeah.
caves, and there's man,
All
and
right,
there's so
tell
much
me what
world
we're
building. Like there's the
starting.
whole. I was just going to talk of it. There's the
Oh,
the
sorry.
woman that was on the ship with the British guy, and she's got the ship that has the cap on it.
Exactly. I think that's a bit of foreshadowing because Robert Holmes is smart. He wouldn't tell us this information for no reason.
Yeah.
So I think the space pirates have a detachable cap so they can hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
Or I
Yeah.
might just be wrong. So
I don't know, yeah. My only criticism of the story has got nothing to do with the writing. It's just the reconstruction. Like, we can't really see what it looks like. But that's not
Exactly.
at the fault of the Space Pirates. That's at the fault of the BBC for, like, junking the episodes, you know? Like,
yeah,
that's
fuck
it.
BBC.
Yeah,
All my
exactly.
homies hate the BBC.
Yeah, like that's the problem. Whereas like the actual story itself is pretty enjoyable. It's not like the worst episode ever, like everyone says it is. At least the
Yeah.
first half. The first half is really solid, I think.
I mean, like, episode 1 is a bit of a bore, but as soon as Milo Clancy gets into that, like,
Yeah,
into
it's a
the
bit.
action-
Episode 1's a bit of a slow burn, but I think it's just setting up all the pieces. Like you learn a bit about like the world and all the ships and all the planets and stuff, and it's obviously some of it's not needed, but I kind of appreciated the little details that are added, and it was sort of establishing some of those characters. I think the reason why episode 1 wasn't as good was probably because Milo Clancy wasn't in it.
Exactly. Milo Clancy needs to be in every Doctor Who story. You know, there should be like a Big Finish spin-off where it shows his adventures before the Space Pirates, where he's just battling the fucking military or something. I'd watch that.
I mean, if it turns out that he is a pirate and he actually did kill that woman's father,
That's fucking hilarious.
they could have that story in Big Finish.
I'm gonna steal your Argonite, son, and kill you too.
We can't have you credit been telling anyone about this, now can we?
I can't see him as a villain. That's the thing.
Or maybe her father was also a pirate and they were working together, and he said, "I need you to stay here," and then he comes back and he's not there, so he kills him.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe. But yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
we're halfway through the
Too
Space Pirates, and honestly, this has been fun so far.
This is brilliant. This has been brilliant.
Like, I will say, this story is very different. Like, it's out of the ordinary. But, like, it doesn't mean it's bad. Cool. The Space Pirates.
Fuck, I need water. God damn.
I never thought I would get to part 4 of the Space Pirates and still be enjoying it.
Indeed. Oh, there we go.
We're in
puts us
we're in
on.
uncharted territory for you now. You haven't seen this.
I didn't see the previous episode either, so I'm also in an uncharted fucking sorry. I stumbled on my words, man. Jamie's rubbing his ankle. Ooh. Sexy.
This is my cum flannel, Jamie.
God.
I'm not playing at all. It is a detonator, and it is keyed to a charge right under the atomic drives of the Buccaneer.
Damn.
This dude's an alpha.
God damn. This is an incredible villain. What the fuck? I'm actually surprised.
This guy's fucking evil.
Look at that evil smile. God.
This is what happened to the Metacrisis 10th Doctor after Rose died.
Exactly.
He just turned into a space pirate.
Honestly, a space pirate is a very interesting concept, and I hope they come back in the future.
And how did you get off the beacon? Well, it's a long story, but the important thing is to escape from here now.
You fucked this up, Doctor. It's all your fault.
It's his fault. It's the Doctor's fault that all of his men are dead. Maybe like Milo's on his own. He's his own space pirate. Maybe he stole it. He ain't working with these guys.
I like that though, how they acknowledged that one of them is missing because there were strangers that took it.
Yeah.
These guys.
Yes.
I feel like we're going to diagonally. I just need Hagrid to use his umbrella and tap the bricks.
Oh yeah. God.
Welcome, Harry, to Diagon Alley. See, if this was now, Jody would just wave the Sonic and they'd get out.
Exactly. Well, he should have a Sonic as well at this point.
Yeah, he does, but it's not that powerful yet. It only undoes screws.
And not rocks, yeah.
Although, to be fair, in the Dominators, he does burn through a wall.
Oh, yeah, because it's like a gun as well, isn't it?
I love the way they describe ships as like a she. I don't know. Is that like an old pirate thing?
Yeah, it is. Because, like, look at that 3D model. Yeah, because, like, no ship is a he. Oh, apparently all ships are she's. So.
I want to be able to see this. This would be like a cool action scene.
Exactly. Space Pirates is going to be like the enemy of the world. It's going to be like...
Oh, I don't know about that.
No.
I don't think it's that good.
If it got rediscovered, this would be like the next best Troughton episode.
No, it's not the enemy of the world.
It is the enemy of the world. That's...
Oh! See?
Oh! Was I right? Oh!
He's putting the protection on.
I was right! Fuck yeah! Predictions!
You mean to say that wasn't the pirate ship? And where's it got to?
Yes, you were right!
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You know, I'm good at these predictions, you know?
Twanging. I like that word.
Isn't this what he does in The Power of the Daleks, but with, like, a glass of water?
Yeah. Jamie!
Jamie?
Jamie, you found the right...
Ooh, hello.
Oh, come on, we can get away now.
Oh, no, we can't.
Wait, Jamie just found it by accident.
Jamie just smacked it on the wall!
Oh!
Come on now.
God, I don't trust Milo Clancy.
You're only in this pickle now because you did the very thing I told you not to do. You went wandering off into the
God, this is really the greatest character of season 6. Fucking hell. God, he just exploded. This is the anger of Milo Clancy.
The Milo Clancy victorious. Oh! Clancy's letting it rip.
They'll be gone. Swim around that tunnel now like a buzz of bees.
Oh, we better get away.
Buzz of bees. I fucking love this man. Like a buzz of bees.
Like a buzz of bee. You're all in this pickle, you didn't listen to what I said.
Y'all sour pusses.
God, tension's rising high.
Exactly.
Aren't we jumping out of the frying pan into the fire?
No, because when I followed you down that shaft,
God, I love Robert Holmes' dialogue.
I wonder if it's connected up. No.
Oh.
God.
Oh, I want to see this. I want to see
Me
the
too.
action. BBC, you bastards.
Look at that fucking smile.
Oh, it's like Laser Strike when you have to recharge.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. So these are like... Oh, I get it now, because these are like futuristic guns. Rather than like physical ammo, it's like charge, and you have to wait for it to recharge.
I guess so.
They
That's
have
pretty
this in
smart.
like... They have this in shooter games sometimes, like futuristic ones. Oh my god.
Oh, the dog just
He was
straight up killed
electrocuted.
someone.
The man who never would. Morris Cavan will be furious.
Because you're harboring a nest of vipers down there on those mine workings, and they're on their way up here.
Harboring a nest of vipers, I love that.
God.
Robert Holmes is a fucking genius.
Did he ever finish his egg?
I don't think so.
Poor man.
That's why he's exploding.
Man. He didn't have
He's
his
like-
morning breakfast.
I have a necessity for sulfur.
He's dead.
You must have walked in here with your eyes wide open, Clancy. How very naive of you.
Ooh.
That's the end of episode 4?
Yep.
Damn, that went by fast. Oh my.
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
What?
Does no one else just get this story?
Everyone else just doesn't see the true masterpiece of the character Milo Clancy. Milo
Honestly,
Clancy.
this is so much fun.
Without Milo Clancy, this story would be horrible, like everybody says it is. But
Like, I love that last scene because there's tension between Milo and that woman because of what happened to her father.
yeah, but he disappeared. So I'm gonna make some predictions. Okay, my prediction is that these space pirates are being, like, what the fuck is the word? Controlled by that lady's father who went missing, right? So he's not really dead. That's just what thinking.
Okay.
So
Or the other possibility is that Milo is actually a space pirate, but that would be very
that would be
that'd be a bit contrived, I think.
I love this whole is he or is he not a space pirate? Because if he was one, I think it'd just be hilarious. But if he isn't, I'd be fine with that too.
Well, I think he's just accidentally really suspicious. He's like, this is like Among Us. This is like Among Us. It's like who's
You
sus?
you did not just Among Us. He's sus. God.
Milo Clancy is Among Us.
I'm not the imposter, Doctor. I'm not the imposter. I swear I ain't a space pirate.
Watch me do garbage chute, Doctor.
Doctor, watch me do like that, that thingamajig, what you call it, that med bay.
Well, we wouldn't be in this pickle if you hadn't voted so early.
There's a whole nest of vipers somewhere in this group. Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Milo Clancy is Among Us.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if Milo Clancy wasn't in this story, it would probably be, like, really mediocre, but he bumps it up so much.
I think Milo Clancy is one of those characters where he's so bad that he's good. Like, God.
Yeah, I don't know. But to be fair, though, like, there is there is an interesting thing going on, like, with the conspiracies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, genuinely, there is an interesting conspiracy going on with Milo, and you don't really know what he's up to. Because he's off screen for so long, and then he just suddenly turns up when Jamie opens the door.
It's so fucking weird, man. How does he know his way around the base? That's the weird part.
Yeah, and he's just like, I can smell with my nose around this place.
Oh, Jamie, don't get on my backside or I'll blow up.
I can smell haggis from a mile away.
God, I think this is Robert Harms's best character.
Honestly, the Space Pirates is really funny. Like, it's a really funny story.
I can't tell if I like Milo because like he's a good character or he's just unironically like fucking super bad, and it's so bad that it's good type of performance.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Who
all
plays
that matters in the end is that you're having fun.
Okay, wait, like, who plays him? I'm gonna check this on IMDb. Like, what other things has he done? Because if the Space Pirates is
Also, the fact that people compare this to the Saranga Conundrum is an insult.
Exactly.
Like, the Saranga Conundrum is like... The Saranga Conundrum is a tedious, dry bore written by a man who thinks that Wi-Fi jokes are funny. Like,
Yeah.
Like, Chris Chibnall has no sense of humor. He's just so boring, whereas Robert Holmes is, like, hilarious. And, like, his wordplay and everything is so crisp, and I'm blown away at how much I'm liking this story. Like, seriously, this is good stuff. And again, like I said the last time, the only criticism I have is that because it's a reconstruction, I can't see the action.
Oh, Milo Clancy died in 2007. Damn.
What, the actor?
The actor, yeah.
Oh,
Gordon
damn.
Gostilio. He was born in New Zealand. What a fucking coincidence.
So, this is a BBC show in the 60s where a New Zealander is playing a fucking hillbilly.
Southern American, what the fuck?
Also, I just kind of love that whole idea that this
know,
is
guess-
random southerner. It's just this random southerner in the middle of space.
Guess what? His wife's last name is Pickles. Darn it, I got into a little pickle here. God.
Oh dear.
This is so funny.
Oh, I'm loving him the more I learn about this guy. He's from New Zealand. That's great.
Gordon
so cool.
Costello was born on May 14th, 1925 in
I
Wellington,
thought that some of the
New Zealand, as Gordon Messe Costello.
I thought that some of the vowels in like episode 2 sounded a bit flat, and I'm like, that sounds familiar, and I now know why. It's because he's from New Zealand.
God, he should be your new icon. You should worship him. Have a shrine dedicated to this amazing New Zealand actor.
Yeah, I've been to Wellington. That's the capital of our country.
Oh, really?
That's where Jacinda sits in the beehive and makes all the big decisions.
I thought you lived in the capital.
Now, I live in Auckland, which is the biggest city, but it's not the capital.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's start with episode 5. 2 more episodes left. That is insane.
I know. I'm kind of sad. I don't want it to end.
Yeah, I've had a really fun time with you. I thought I'd just be like half asleep by now, but I'm properly awake.
I'm just so like, I'm pleasantly surprised that I'm liking this, but I'm so scared to see what the backlash is for this. I feel like we're gonna get in so much trouble for liking a bit
this
of TV.
story. You know, like season 6 is perfect. I mean,
yeah, it's like when you get like Jodie bots that are like toxically positive on Twitter about the Chibnall era. I feel like that's gonna be us with the space pirate.
shut the fuck up. The Space Pirates is good. Shut your damn mouth. That's what I'm gonna be like now.
I want more New Zealanders pretending to be Southerners representation.
Exactly.
in my
The best
my
representation.
Yes.
Not my Clancy.
Yeah.
God.
I find it's also funny because like the next story after this is the War Games, which is like my favorite ever, and it's like unironically just genius from start to finish. But then right before it, you've just got this meme.
This meme of a fucking story, the Space Pirates. What if Milo Clancy showed up in the War Games?
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
I sniffed my way into this story, you know, Doctor. I heard you were in trouble. I came along.
Yeah, it's like it's just like how you got like Journey's End, and then you got like A Good Man Goes to War, you know, like the big team up stories, and the second Doctor you got Milo Clancy.
Milo Clancy comes to save the day from him regenerating.
Yeah,
that should
like
be the next Unbound story.
He's single-handedly the second Doctor's Paternoster gang.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Man, that is just, and again, like, what if it was like Torchwood and you had him come through the rift, and he's just like, my God, who's gone here? Oh dear. Anyway, shall we start?
Yes, let's start episode 5. Episode 5, let's go.
I think the title sequence should just have Milo Clancy's face instead of Patrick Troughton.
God, the best. God, Craven or whatever his name is such a good villain. My God.
Mars Cavan, yeah.
Yeah.
The Space Pirates.
By Robert Holmes. It's
Honestly,
nearly midnight. I shouldn't be doing this.
Honestly, Robert Holmes is the best classic writer, and it's because of the Space Pirates. Who needs Caves of Androzani, Spearhead from Space, Terror of the Autons, Carnival of Monsters? This is the reason.
Exactly.
I like how they describe Jamie as the Scot.
Under the
one trusts this asshole.
No one. He's actually really unlikable. Like, that's... I hate Kevin.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he's such a bastard.
Exactly. I would do that with you, but my parents are asleep. So
Yeah,
I'd
fair
probably
enough.
wake them up.
They're like, what are you doing up so late? I'm watching the Space Pirates.
Hey, Major One, Victor's beacon sections diverted the low.
I like that logo.
What was that?
Oh, that is a nice logo.
It's like, it's the whole, like, cringy American Eagle thing, you know?
Yeah.
But it's sort of shaped like an Egyptian painting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pet.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Ben.
This is the best TARDIS team. The Doctor, Jamie, Zoe, and Milo Clancy.
Milo Clancy should have been in the War Games.
Yeah. It would have made the ending even more heartbreaking, that he had to go back and forget what happened.
Oh, Doctor, it's been a fun time with you.
A picture. That's
Romantic in his study.
Damn.
Oh, she doesn't understand candles because she's from the future. That's so
Yeah.
cool. It's like how Jamie doesn't know like how planes work in the Faceless
And-
ones.
Yeah, and, like, trains as well.
Oh.
Barefoot. Oh,
Oh!
damn.
By cold-blooded, deliberate murder. No, I will not let you do it.
I don't think you've got much choice.
I really liked that conflict about like how to get rid of Clancy, but they have two different ideals.
Yeah.
God, this guy is such a bastard.
Honestly, he's better than the Dominators, not gonna lie.
Well, I
And
mean,
the
the Dominators
Crotons.
the Dominators are funny, and the
Yeah, but-
Crotons are funny, but this guy is
He's an
actually kind
actual,
of...
like,
He's like
villain.
an actual character, you know?
Yeah. So did that, like, girl accidentally, like, lock her father in this fucking tomb?
Honestly, I feel so bad about saying this. I think the TARDIS team is the weakest thing about this story.
You're
And
right.
they're not bad, but they
It's just that they're not in it that much.
yeah, they're not really important.
They don't influence the story at all. It's really the other characters, like Milo Clancy.
Hey, apart from part one, they did
Yeah.
influence part one. That was good.
And after that, they kind of just are background characters.
My God, are these guys old friends? Oh my God, this is so adorable.
Fucking hell.
I can't do that. Sorry.
I can't do that. Sorry.
The 3D models, I just can't get over them. Just...
They are pretty funny.
Milo Clancy. It's Milo. Oh, darling, it's oh, Milo, darling.
God, this is like an Avengers film.
What? Oh,
He's
no,
gathering
Avengers.
his whole crew. Milo Clancy's gathering his whole gang together.
There's so much world building to this. Like,
I
wow.
know. It's crazy. Is this like the third time they've been locked in something in this story?
I think so.
Yeah.
But now Milo Clancy is with them, so there's some entertainment.
Because they were locked in like space, and then they were locked in
That
a cave, and now they're locked in a study. And it's all the Doctor's fault. This is like Return of the Jedi, and Darth Vader's like, it's too late for me, son. The Emperor has already won.
We can't let him murder 4 innocent people.
Please let me go. I've got work to do.
Damn.
Holy shit. This is compelling drama.
God.
What's going on here, man?
How do people hate this?
Friend.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, I got here just in time.
I knew it. I knew it.
You really are mad, aren't you?
Because if you don't, I'll have your father flogged.
Damn. This is.
Oh, but my father's dead.
He's alive.
Oh
As you
shit.
can perhaps see from this photograph taken only a few weeks ago.
Holy shit.
God.
I thought I might need a lever to help you to cooperate.
He's been planning this for like months. God damn.
What have you done with my father? Let me see him. No, please let me.
Before we get that far, let's talk about how you're going to help me.
Holy shit. This is actually really good.
Holy shit.
Oh. Not yet.
Zoe really
You will be
hasn't
soon,
had a
though.
play in this story at all, has she?
Well, no, she had the bit where she wrote the maths down on the paper.
That's her only bit, isn't it? I mean, Jamie had the door. Jamie like shot people. Zoe's just been there.
I think her main role is to make the Doctor realize he fucked up
Maybe.
multiple times. Oh, she's obeying Kevin now.
I mean, she cares about her father. It's
Exactly. I don't think I've ever seen marbles in Doctor Who before. Ah, yes. Oh, they have to open the door because of the steam. That's really cool.
damn.
It's like if we can't get out, they need to get someone in. The pizza has arrived at the planet. It's even got the pizza. This is the pizza's theme.
The pizza. Imagine like ordering a pizza and like when it delivers that song plays.
Yeah, some woman's just standing to the side going, "Oh my god,
Damn. Okay.
dude!"
Shit is getting serious. Fucking hell.
Honestly, I thought episode 5 was when it was going to fall apart, but actually, I think that was the best one we've had so far.
Really? I think
Maybe.
episode 2 is still the best.
Oh, actually, yeah, true, because we could actually see that one, and that was Milo's introduction. But
Exactly.
this had some really good drama in it, like, especially with Kevin and that woman, and how he found out that that guy was alive, and her father was alive. That was a great twist.
The best.
And then you had the fact that she found out, the moment she found out that her dad was still alive. Oh, man, it's so good.
Yeah. Like, if let me pause. I really wish like we got to see this. Like, I wish this story survived. If I could sacrifice any story, I'd sacrifice the Ice Warriors. I don't care. This story is good.
Aw. I like the Ice Warriors.
Oh, too bad. This is better. It has Milo Parker. No, not Milo Parker. No, not that. Milo Clancy. Not that master. Yeah. I really like the drama with that ex-military guy and the woman, because that just really just struck hard.
I'm
amazed.
I'm in shock. I'm in absolute shock of how much I'm enjoying this episode of
Like,
TV. That's like, I just is part 6 where it all dies? Like, is this where it crashes and burns?
Is this where like it makes it the worst story in history? Because, God,
I don't know. Like, is it? Like, is there just going to be like a really shitty climax? Because if there is, I feel like it would still not be a bad story.
exactly. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
This is
Damn.
buzzy, man.
Holy I'm. Wow. Okay. People hating this for no reason. I bet the people who say the Space Pirates is the worst haven't even seen the Space Pirates. Like, they haven't experienced.
Well, I mean, I mean,
Well-
a lot of them have seen it, but
Ri-
like literally every person in like the Lord Slar group hates this story with a burning passion.
Really?
Yeah, like
Everyone?
Dylan hates it, Joey hates it, Brian hates it, Zach hates it, everyone.
What about Jacob?
Yep, Jacob hates it as well. They all hate it.
Ah, what a shame. What a shame.
Yeah. I can't believe how much I'm enjoying this story. Like, it's got really strong dialogue. It's got really good characters. Like Milo Clancy and Morris Cavan are actually like really cool. Like really cool. There's good plot twists. There's like emotional, compelling drama. It's got like really interesting like location hopping. The shots look good. The spaceships look good. The music's good. The only thing that's a little like that's a letdown about it is the fact that we can't see it because it's a reconstruction, and also the TARDIS team is a bit limited.
I can see if like people hate it because of that. So
yeah, but
Like,
this isn't the only story that's missing.
yeah, I mean,
You know?
God. Okay.
It's
Last
really not
episode,
that bad.
right? So who knows?
You
This
know?
could be the best episode. I hope
This
Milo
could be the
Clancy
best
doesn't
episode of all
die.
time. This could be
This could be greater than the War Games. Who knows?
This could be more of a masterpiece than Heaven Sent.
So true. So true.
Milo Clancy breaking the wall,
It's just Heaven Sent with
and he's breaking the wall, and like Cavan's the veil, and you hear the woman instead of the Shepherd's Boy by Murray Gold. It's just the woman singing as he breaks the wall.
I'm Milo Clancy, and I. What's some of the shit that Doctor says during Heaven Sent?
He's just like, no matter what I do, you'll still be dead.
I'll break through this wall and beat those space pirates. Hold on.
Milo Clancy, run, you clever boy. I'm coming to find you, and I'll never ever stop. I'll save you, Clara. Clara Oswald.
God.
Oh, yes. Anyway, that would be scary, being in the fumes of a rocket.
Yeah. I can't hit those high notes, man.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. Wow. This has been so
I
fun.
can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're on episode 6 and it's still good. Oh, that dastardly Cavan. Oh, maybe he's regenerating. What if this was him regenerating?
What if this was his last story?
It could have been. Honestly, if the scheduling went a certain way, this could have been his last story.
Yeah.
Sit down. Stop that yapping.
Stop that yapping.
Honestly, the cast is superb.
Yeah. I want to see this guy act. I want to see like what he's like as an actor, you know?
Yeah.
Not-
Hey, you
not
talking
just
about
still
Milo
frames.
Clancy or Space Pirate
I'm
Man?
talking about, well, both, but I want to see Morris Cavan acting.
Damn.
God.
It's very surprising how, like...
I find it funny how many times they've had to use that shot of Zoe bending her ass out. That's her purpose in the story. She's for the dads.
God, he's high. Smoked too much of that boof. Jamie, pass the boof.
You're right, he did have this planned.
Yeah.
Don't take any lip. I get the feeling that she's actually a really good actress.
Yeah. Apparently, like, all of the rehearsals went really well for this story.
It's really smooth.
Yeah.
I got something to tell you, make your hair curl, and just for once in your life, will you listen to me?
God, I'm very invested, because like the general
I'll make-
doesn't listen to Milo Clancy, so
Yeah. Make your hair curl.
make your hair curl.
This like three-way feud has carried the story
Yeah.
between this guy Clancy and Cavan.
You can't leave us here like flies on fly paper.
God, he's gonna commit terrorism.
I think he was already a terrorist before this.
I know.
Then who's gonna get us out of here? There's only one man who can, Jamie. Milo.
Milo!
He's the only man that can
The
save
only
us.
man. Milo Clancy. My God, he really is the main character.
I want it to be like the end of Last of the Time Lords, and they all pray to Milo Clancy, and he floats in the air. And he's like, "Well, goddamn, I forgive you."
Well, goddamn. The whole entire world chants Milo Clancy. Milo Clancy. The soundtrack.
This is such a Milo Clancy song.
It's Milo Clancy's theme. Like I am the Doctor.
The one man who can save them.
God. Milo Clancy on his way to save the Doctor. This is a race against time. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's a very catchy tune.
Yeah. I like how we had like this season as like the last 3 stories of the season but all have like big space travel, you know?
Yeah.
It's like Seeds of Death has it and War Games also has it.
Yeah, and also some of the Dominators, I guess.
Mind Robber obviously is its own thing.
Yeah. And the Crotons.
Yeah. The only one that doesn't is the Invasion, but like it's the Invasion, you know?
Yeah.
Paga.
Becca.
Paga.
Becca. Suck.
Man, what if Tobias Vaughn and Milo Clancy met?
I'm Milo Clancy. Who might you be? Milo Clancy versus the Cybermen.
Isn't this just like Utopia with Captain Jack? Except he doesn't wear the suit.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. Oh shit, is Milo Clancy the master?
Oh, I am the master, and you will gone tootin' obey me.
Oh, at the end of the story, does he regenerate into the war chief? Dude, if that happened...
Milo Clancy, the war chief. That would be like, make this story a 10 out of 10.
Everyone just secretly says the space pirates is shit just to hide the spoiler. Yes, Jamie.
Yes, Jamie, I've disarmed the device.
Oh,
What about the TARDIS?
I kind of forgot about the TARDIS, not gonna lie. It is Milo's theme.
wow.
That's how it ends? God. That was brilliant.
Milo has to give them a lift to the TARDIS.
God.
And then that enters the war games.
Oh, that was... I wish the War Games had like an opening scene of the Doctor and Jamie saying... and Zoe saying goodbye to Milo Clancy.
Oh, that'd be great, yeah.
God. That's...
Wow. Okay, so I suppose we've jumped right into the review then, not waste any time.
Yeah, I guess.
So initial thoughts on the space pirates. that was a good story.
It's a lot better than people say it is.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
What's
it's
all
not-
of your problems? You guys are messed up.
Yeah, so like it's not like, you know, it's not like a classic, but it's
Yeah.
just,
It's
I
decent.
don't know, that was fun. That was a fun, decent story. Genuinely, really good characters. There was an interesting plot. There was some good drama, really good dialogue, and a unique concept as well. And I really liked some of the, you know, bits where like the Doctor impacted the start of the plot, and then also the end of the plot. And you know, there's a bit of like, you know, a capture and escape like there always is, but like, fucking lots of Doctor Who's like that. It's
Yeah.
like I don't see what makes this story so bad.
I think maybe lots of people will have a problem that the Doctor and Jamie and Zoe don't really affect the plot as much as they did in parts 1 and 2. Because, you know, like...
To be fair,
Zoe,
he did disarm the bomb at the end.
Yeah, but like Zoe didn't... Do you think people make it this far? I feel like people give up at like part 3 or something. But...
I suppose maybe it's like some people just might find Milo Clancy so annoying that they just stop watching it.
Yeah, probably. Like, I can see how people find Milo Clancy annoying. Like, most people do find Americans with that type of accent annoying, especially in my area as well.
But me personally, I really liked Milo Clancy. I thought he was a lot of fun.
Me too. He's brilliant fun in all of his, like, quirky catchphrases. Oh, rattlesnakes, you know?
And he just wanted to eat his egg, and he never got to.
That's why he was so angry throughout the story. He just wanted to eat his fucking dinner, and then, you know...
Oh, this story had some of the funniest dialogue. It was just, he's gonna explode like nitroglycerine.
I can just not imagine fucking Milo Clancy angry. Darn tootin'!
Yeah, I really want the story to be animated because I want to see like the action scenes play out, you know?
I think space would like look really well in animation format. Like
Yeah.
it would look a lot more filled and stuff and beautiful.
Yeah, so like if we jump into the characters, like obviously the Doctor, Jamie and Zoe didn't get that much to do, which it's unfortunate. I think that's probably the biggest problem with the story is it's not just the characters as well. I think the actors definitely don't seem as enthusiastic about this one. Like, you know, they were a bit like, you could tell they were a bit on autopilot. Like Jamie was nowhere near as funny as he usually is, and Troughton was just sort of, you know, it was all
There.
mid-tone. You know, it was very mid-tone. But they were fine, and the parts where they did impact the plot were pretty good. Like especially the bit at the start where the Doctor got all those people killed by accident. That was really good.
Yeah.
And you know, you got like the bit where Jamie accidentally opens the wall after the Doctor's been so much time trying to open it.
It's just
It reminds
shouldn't
me
have
of
done
there's
whoops.
a scene in Creature from the Pit that's like that where they spend time trying to get through a wall and the Doctor just bursts through the other side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think like them being a bit on the back burner is probably the biggest issue with the story, but it's not that bad.
Well, like it's Doctor Who, they should have like sort of the forefront, because like they don't show up until like 10 minutes into the first episode, so I think that was kind of like a warning saying, oh, they aren't affecting the plot that much in this.
Yeah. But the reason why that happened is because of scheduling. It's because they were filming the War Games at the same time, and they just couldn't fit them in, so they had to write around that, which is unfortunate. But apart from that, if we're talking about the other characters, Milo Clancy, really good character, really fun. He just added this like really interesting flavor to this really deadpan like space drama. It's just this weird southern guy, and there's a whole conspiracy around him whether or not he's a space pirate. And then it turns out in the
really
end,
fun.
and then it turns out in the end that he's not, and he's actually a hero, and he was actually good friends with that woman's dad who got locked in a study.
Just calling Milo Clancy a hero is so funny. Imagine getting the Medal of Honor for
Exactly, and there was the spaceship of people that were chasing the pirates, and that involved that woman who was part of the drama, her dad was the one that was in the study, and we had some really tense scenes with her when she found out like her dad was still alive and all that. And,
yeah, that's
she was a really good character, really well acted.
all the drama
then-
with like the characters is just brilliant. I
Yeah,
think this-
and as much as like I love Miley Clancy, like he's so much fun, I think like the best written character was definitely Cavan, like Morris Cavan, the villain. Like, he was
Robert
great.
Robert Holmes knows how to like write villains, and that's just
Yeah,
Morris Cavan just
knows it-
really shows that.
he knows how to write like really bastardly villains, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
Morris Cavan was a really good villain, like a really, really good villain for this. He was straight away established with that really like just spiky dialogue, you know. What was it that he said in part 1? It was that really good line you were talking about.
I'm sealing a coffin. He's like
Yes.
the dude asks, oh, "Why are you sealing the door?" And he's like, "No, I'm sealing a coffin," or something like that. And that's fucking brilliant
Yeah.
writing.
Yeah, absolutely. And there were many other lines with him where I was like, oh my god, this guy is great.
Exactly, he has many one.
I think, honestly, like it's funny because a lot of the Miley Clancy scenes were like my favorite because they were fun to watch. But I think like the scene where I can't remember her name when she finds out her father is still alive, and then Morris Cavan puts her under pressure is probably the best acted scene in the whole story. Like that was so good.
Yeah.
In part 5.
The drama like is the best thing about this. I mean, I can't believe like I'm going so in detail about like this hated story, and
Yeah, I know.
just insane.
The story that everyone says is like the most boring story when nothing happens. I'm like, no, really.
Like-
It's got stuff in it.
Exactly. I think I would watch this if like it was animated. Like, I would have moods to watch this, but since it's reconstruction, is it's never really piqued my interest.
Yeah, and I think that just the side cast in general were really solid, and I really liked the I think the part of the story when we really realized that it was going to be great, fun to watch was when it was when Miley Clancy went on the ship and met the guy who was the really like stiff English accent. It was just such a great clash.
It's like, yeah, exactly. That's what I knew. I was like, damn, this story is actually brilliant.
Yeah. Oh man, and so many memes, so much great dialogue, and just what the hell? Like this is a good story. This is a good story.
I'm Milo Clancy. How many seconds in eternity? Oh god.
Yeah. Milo Clancy is the hybrid.
Milo Clancy. Doctor, I've been meaning to tell you this for a while, but I'm the hybrid. God, Milo Clancy is such a godsend.
Yeah. And just like the whole concept about like how there's this material that builds the spaceships. Again, like I feel like
Argonite.
having listened to the War Master box sets, I feel like they may have like borrowed that idea from the story, which is crazy.
Oh, the Master of Kalos, right?
Yeah, because the Swenyo built ships in the Time War.
Yeah.
And so, like, in here, you got the Argonite that's building these ships as well. And, oh, I love that twist you were talking about, where it's like, the pirate ship,
Oh,
when
yeah.
it puts the cap on, it's disguised as, like,
Yeah.
her ships.
Yeah, it's really great foreshadowing with the, when they were talking about the ships.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I just like the whole thing of, like, these pirates are going around to all these different weird little stations in space and...
Blowing them up
Basically
and
stealing-
salvaging them.
Yeah. And, like, the way that they would explode, like, it wasn't just like a big bang, like, there was just a bunch of, like, segments that broke apart, and I love the little bit where they're like, well, I can only see 7, where's the 8th one? And they're like, that's impossible, where's it gone? And it's all down to the fact that the Doctor accidentally landed with his TARDIS on one of them, because this was set up at the end of the Seeds of Death, which I watched last night, that the Doctor doesn't know where he's going. And I thought that was just like a typical, like, oh yes, the Doctor doesn't know where he's going. But literally, it actually impacted this story, because him randomly landing in this place caused the plot to happen.
Damn. So it is all the Doctor's fault for all these people who died and shit?
Yes. Yeah, and like I like how in that we got a scene where Zoe was basically doing the calculations to figure out where to fly this thing, and just sort of like teaching the Doctor like technical mathematics of how to fly something. And obviously she wouldn't understand like time travel, that's a bit more complex, but it's interesting to see the Doctor learn something from his companion. Like, holy shit, why? This story is good. This story
It really
is good.
It really is. God. Milo Clancy, that's all I can think about. That sexy man. He's a beast.
Yeah. And I really like that twist of like the woman's father still being alive, and like how he was stuck in that study.
I mean, I think it was a little bit predictable with the twist. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
But it was good. It made for good character drama.
Man.
That's the point.
Yeah. How do we feel about like the ending?
I think it really just ended a little bit too short, because it kind of just
was
wrapped up.
definitely...
Like the spaceship blew up, and
it was very telegraphed. Like it was like exactly what you'd expect. Like the Doctor diffuses the bomb and they shoot down the ship. You know?
Yeah. But like I thought like at least the General and the Doctor would at least meet up at one point. But no.
They probably wouldn't have the budget for it, but I would have liked to have seen like a big shootout in space.
Oh, that would be brilliant. Maybe they can do that with like animation or something. Who knows?
Maybe. But it would have been cool to see like Cavan's ship and the other ship like be forced to fight each other in space. Like that would have been cool.
Like the space pirates is such an interesting concept as well. Like the only reason why they haven't been brought back is because of this like hatred for the episode that they were in. And Big Finish has kind of created their own version of the space pirates, the Rocket Men. Have you heard any of those stories?
I haven't heard the Rocket Man.
Yeah, but they're basically like the space pirates, but not the space pirates. And I think if they happened to be in a better story that was well received by everyone, I think they would be like one of the standout like villains of the classic era.
Oh yeah, because it's a really cool idea. Like again, like I was going into this thinking like surely Robert Holmes wouldn't write something this daft, but actually he did write something good. It's just people don't like it.
Exactly. People don't understand the brilliance of this episode. They're too dumb to understand.
Like the issues that come with it purely come down to like production problems. It's not to do with the writing.
Yeah.
The writing's really good. It's just scheduling with the main cast, and then you've got like the budget and how that limits them with like action scenes, and then also the fact that most of it's missing. That's the issue.
Yeah, exactly that. So.
And for some reason, people just don't like Milo Clancy.
Those people, gets my gears grinding, man.
How could you be? How could you have such terrible taste and not like Milo Clancy?
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, really solid. So yeah, in terms of historical and reception, this is hated. This is a hated story and considered one of the worst ever, which I don't get. I think it's really cool. It's written by Robert Holmes. I could tell because some of the dialogue felt like his stories. Like it was really, there was a lot of analogies, and it was like really biting.
Yeah.
It's directed by Michael Hart. Unfortunately, we can't see most of it, but based on episode 2, I thought he did a really solid job. I thought some of the direction was pretty cool. Like we said, it was very minimalist, but at the same time, I thought the model shots were really well done.
Yeah.
And then the music by Dudley Simpson. Like, wow.
Oh, that was the space opera type. It quite literally takes it into a space opera, and has that woman singing. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and then you've also got Milo Clancy's theme as well.
Imagine if it was like instead of "I Am the Doctor" playing, it was just Milo Clancy playing. in like series 6, 5, and 7.
Basically, run.
Basically, run.
But yeah, anything else you want to add on in terms of like the direction, musical writing?
No, you basically said everything that I thought, man. It's crazy.
All right. Do you want to move on to some trivia?
You prepared trivia?
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, we got all the way with this.
Okay.
Only episode 2 of the 6 exists as a 35mm black and white tele-recording. No telesnaps are known to exist, leaving only production stills as a visual reference. So basically, everything in this was production stills, and then like it was also stripped from episode 2.
Damn. Okay. I thought
So,
like at least some of them were like telesnaps or something.
Yeah. So like if episode 2 didn't exist, this would be as missing as the massacre.
Really? Damn. I haven't seen the massacre yet, so.
Okay. Yeah, the massacre has no telesnaps, no surviving footage, nothing.
How did they do that? Wow.
It's only like production photos. Like there's no on-screen photos. And
Wow.
there's an entire character that has absolutely no photos of it taken.
What about like the actor himself? Has he been in other stuff or?
Well, obviously, I'm talking about. I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but there's a character in the massacre called the Abbot of Aberdeen or something like that, and it's played by William Hartnell, and Stephen thinks it's the Doctor.
Oh.
It's like one of those where like there's a character that looks like the Doctor, but it isn't. But there's no pictures that exist of that character.
Oh,
So
that's
they had
such a
to-
shame.
Yeah, so they had to create the character based on like people saying what he looked like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. That's
it's
that's
kinda crazy.
shocking.
It's kind of crazy though that like most of season 6 exists, but then this one is almost completely missing.
Yeah. Wow.
And for a long time it was, until 1999 when episode 2 was found on a VHS cassette recording.
Oh, that's a bit weird. That's.
Yeah, so apparently this is the only 60s Doctor Who to have been recorded on a tape, because like in most of the 60s like that wasn't technologically possible, but because this is so late in the game, VHS recordings became a thing.
Ooh.
Or like not necessarily VHS, but like tele-recordings of your TV and then transferred it onto VHS later became a thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously a lot of Pertwee stories were recorded that way.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Give me more trivia.
The serial features a brief diegetic rendition of Over the Rainbow in episode 2, when Miley Clancy prepares a boiled egg.
Okay.
A History of the Universe dates the story to 2119. A history equally arbitrary dates it to 2135. So it's a little bit unclear as to when this happens, but we know that it's in the 2100s.
Well, it could either be in like Zoe's future or Zoe's past, because like she doesn't know what Argonite is, so either it's really far in the past.
We know that we're 100 years away from Miley Clancy.
Oh damn.
So this is the last story to be produced by Peter Bryant. Derek Sherwin returns as script editor before he takes over as producer for the War Games and Spearhead.
Okay.
Mary Thomas was the one that did the vocals.
Ooh. Did she also do the
Mary
Ice Warriors? Did you ever find that out?
I don't actually know.
Okay.
According to Patrick Troughton's son Michael, the actor wrote in his diary that he wasn't impressed by the slow-moving plot. I remember my father arriving at our house after completing a producer's run-through for episode 2 of The Space Pirates. He was angry, but anger born of frustration rather than aggression. I recall him complaining to my mother about how dull and unwatchable The Space Pirates was going to be. Episode 2, and we're still trapped in that bloody awful spaceship set. I told them people will just turn off. Well, I mean, to be fair, the Doctor's plot is quite slow.
Exactly.
But I think it's made up for by the rest of it.
By the rest of the cast, that's what, like, if it didn't have that, like, perfect cast, it just, I think it would definitely be worse.
Yeah. give your conclusion and a rating out of 10 for the Space Pirates.
Okay, I think it isn't that bad as people say it is. It's a brilliant story. Music's perfection. Milo Clancy is a god. I worship him. Dr. Jamie, Zoe, amazing as always, but I am a bit disappointed that they didn't have as much effect in the plot as like other stories are in. And that's about it. 6 out of 10 or 6.5. I don't really know. Somewhere around there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the Space Pirates is underrated. It's a good story. It's not one of the worst ever. It's actually got some quite tense drama, some really good characters, and a really interesting plot, and a really interesting concept, and just some biting dialogue, and it was fun. The only real issue is the Doctor and Jamie and Zoe don't really get much to do, but like, you know, that's a minor issue in what is otherwise a pretty damn, you know, cool story, I think. And I'm so gobsmacked that this seems to get like universal hate. And I'm probably gonna get murdered for this. I'm gonna give the Space Pirates
Oh my god, okay.
a 7.5 out of 10.
A 7 point. Okay. Nearly an 8. What? What would like it have to do to make an 8 out of 10?
Because I think if the Doctor and Jamie Zoe plot was better, I think probably be the main reason.
Okay.
But like, I would give the Dominators like a 6, and it's better than that. I gave the Crotons a 7 when we did it with Maddox, and honestly, I think this is a little bit better than that. And I know that Maddox is probably going to hate me for this, but I honestly think the Space Pirates goes above and beyond the Crotons. Like, the plot is so much bigger, and like the villains are so much like more interesting, and this was like the Crotons is like kind of fun, but like the Space Pirates is like way more like what Robert Holmes is usually like as a writer, and I don't know, I thought it was cool. It's a cool story, and so weird to say that this is one of the best we've done in the Worst of Classic Who so far. Like, I'd say this is on par for me with like Colony in Space and Creature from the Pit, which I also give a 7.5.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
Like, holy shit, I like the Space Pirates quite a bit.
We like the Space Pirates.
I can't believe it.
We like the Space Pirates. God.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Oh, we're gonna be hated for this. Our horrible opinions.
Seriously, like, wow.
They're gonna label us as the ones who like the Space Pirates, nothing else.
I know. When I said that yesterday, like, what if we actually like this story? I said that as a joke. I said that as a fucking joke.
Wow.
Somehow, we like the Space Pirates.
What were you expecting going into this?
I was expecting to like turn off. Like, I have attention deficit disorder, so I'm like easily bored.
Same
so
here.
I was expecting this to be torture. Is this like some kind of weird like reverse psychology where it's like you have to have ADD to like the story?
Oh, man. maybe.
God, that's crazy.
God.
Right. So 7.5. I'm so interested to see the backlash.
Oh, me too.
And like what everyone thinks of us for this. So there's only one more thing we have to do, and that is I have to defend a story against Hellbent. Usually it's both of us, but considering that you don't seem to be that bothered by Hellbent, would you want to like articulate a bit of your thoughts of like why you're not as negative?
Man, when I watched it, I just turned off my brain and I thought it was pretty cool. But like thinking about it now, the hybrid storyline, BS. You know,
Yeah.
I hate it. You know, never mind. I don't like it anymore. I hate it.
Right. So, do you hate it more than the Timeless Children or not?
No, I don't hate it more than Timeless Children. Man.
Okay, so in that case, we are going to have to do a versus.
Okay, explain that for me.
Because I also hate the Timeless Children, but I slightly hate Hellbent more.
Oh.
Like, Like, Timeless Children, when I first watched it, I was just sort of like, eh. But then on the second viewing, it became one of my least favorites of all time. But I have hated Hellbent ever since it came out. Like, I despise Hellbent with a burning passion. So it is my challenge to try and defend the Timeless Children against it, and it is your challenge to try and defend Hellbent against the Timeless Children.
Okay, this sounds fun. Okay.
So, who should go first?
You should go first.
Right.
I'm ready to
So-
rebuttal.
Oh god, this is really hard. Oh man, it's hard because they both have like really nice like looking visuals and like some really interesting shots. I think to Hellbent's credit, I think Rachel Talalay is a better director than whoever did Timeless Children, but Timeless Children still looks really good. In terms of music, Hellbent has a great Murray Gold track with A Duty of Care, but like Timeless Children has some really good music with not the Doctor Who theme that plays in the Matrix, that's terrible. But
Okay, yeah, exactly.
the Cyber Masters theme is great, and I love like the Tecteon theme and like the Gallifrey theme, and like all the music that plays in Timeless Children is really good. Like it's one of Sega Nakanola's best, apart from that one moment. I think the reason why I would slightly defend it over Hellbent is... God, this is hard. This is so hard. It's because Hellbent happened when Gallifrey was still hyped up as this big thing. Like going into Hellbent, Gallifrey for the last 10 years have been hyped up as this brilliant thing, and this was the first time we were ever going to see it, and instead we get this just utter pretentious drivel about the hybrid, and I cannot stand it. And like the Timeless Children is also terrible because you get like the whole reveal of like the Doctor is the Timeless Child, but like I don't know, I think Sacha Dhawan's kind of fun. Not all the time. Sometimes, like when he laughs like Daffy Duck, is really stupid. But I just think he, as an actor, is enough entertainment value to carry that episode. Whereas, like in Hellbent, Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman obviously are great actors, but because they're leaning so hard into the storyline, it just makes it really unbearable for me to watch. Whereas with Sacha Dhawan, because he's kind of taking the piss, it's kind of like fun in a camp way. I'm really grasping at straws here. And is there anything else that's good? I don't know. There's one thing I like about the Timeless Children plot-wise. I really like the twist, because in essentially the Cybermen it was set up that they used to like the Brendan visions. I like the twist that they were the Doctor's like Gallifreyan past. Like it was the Matrix masking it. I thought that was a cool twist. Unfortunately, where it goes is a pile of shit. But that one twist was cool about Brendan. The fact that Brendan was like the Timeless Child, and it was like kind of tied into the whole idea of like, is that bit in Human Nature, Family of Blood about like Joan Redfern saying like, oh, is Gallifrey, is that an island? You know, that's like a cool thing. And I think there's another story somewhere in the lore that mentions that as well. Maybe it's in the VNAs. But I did like that twist. And yeah, it's apart from that, it is shit. But like, for me, Hellbent has almost no redeeming qualities in terms of writing. Like, it's just utter garbage from start to finish. And the Timeless Children has... It doesn't have the task of having to bring back Gallifrey. It's already been ruined. So it's like, you know... that blow's not going to happen, and there's a couple of things I like about it, like a very small things that I like. But yeah, that's why I would slightly prefer Timeless Children, just minusculely. What's your reasoning?
So do I defend Timeless Children now? Or...
Well, no, because I think it's like, because you prefer Hellbent over Timeless Children, right? Yeah, so your job is to defend Hellbent over Timeless Children.
Okay. Why I prefer Hellbent over the Timeless Children. well, one, The Timeless Children is utter shit. The soundtrack, it angers me so much. Especially that one scene where she's in the Matrix. It's like, "Ooh, shut the fuck up. Do never do that in a show where you use the main theme in a fucking scene, other than the opening titles." That, okay. I'm getting, sorry. And, you know, the soundtrack is just superiorly better in Hellbent with the great Murray Gold. And, well, like, you know, just quiet synths and, the, what's it called? Timeless Children.
I will say A Duty of Care by Murray Gold is a pretty damn good bit of music.
I quite like the, you know, the little guitar theme of Clara's. That's pretty nice.
I can't like it because I can't like it purely because I hate that scene.
Duh, I hate you then. Sorry, no. Like, I like the stuff with Clara and the Doctor in the diner. I find that, like, it's a really cute scene between those two because they had been friends for, like, so long. And just seeing the Doctor not knowing who Clara is just... It's brilliant. Whilst, you know, with the companion dynamic in The Timeless Children, I need a cyber suit, yeah. Like,
I will say, I think also, like, one defense I have just personally is Hellbent is very serious. Like, it's really like serious drama, and it really irks me. Whereas, like, Timeless Children's companion stuff is like funny bad. like
the way they just clean out a cyber suit and just don't even care.
I mean, like, you got the bit where, like, Graham says to Yaz that she's the most amazing woman he's ever met. And then you got the bit where Ryan shoots the hoop. Like, it's so funny.
It's so funny. I done it. It's... God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, back to defending Hellbent. You know, the stuff on Gallifrey is far superior. You get to see, like, how the you've never really seen any other Gallifreyans, like, other than the Master, like, you don't see them how they treat the Doctor after the Time War, and it's just brilliant seeing them all respect him, and Rassilon's, like, fall, and him getting kicked off of Gallifrey. That's brilliant part.
There is one thing I will say is there's a line from Rassilon and Hellbent where he says, "How many regenerations did we give you?" That was actually a really good decision to do, where you make it ambiguous as to how many they have left. But then, of course, you get Timeless Children, where Christian changes that unnecessarily.
Grind my gears, why don't you, Chrissy Chib? Yeah. So, you know, I really don't mind all the stuff in Gallifrey and stuff. It's just a hybrid storyline that really fucking angers me.
I hate that scene at the end of the universe with Ashilda. It's awful.
Ashilda is like one of the worst characters. If she was like more fleshed out, I would like her, but no. Yeah, but all the bits in Gallifrey and stuff, that's like, I absolutely love it. Just Gallifrey in general in that story is amazing. And the General, I quite like the General as well. I think that's all I gotta say. I'm giving
how do you well, speaking of the General, how do you feel about the Doctor killing the General in cold blood because he loves Clara, because I became the hybrid?
I found it funny. I found it really funny. Not gonna lie.
It's so dumb. And then he's like, "Man, that last buddy, how do you cope with all that ego?"
God, what the fuck? Yeah.
Ugh. Tiana Miller deserves better. She's great.
I love how, like Clara just, like, the Doctor just shoves it off, like, "Oh, he's just going to regenerate," and the 10th Doctor's like, "Whenever I regenerate, it feels like I'm dying. A part of me dies with me," and he just doesn't really care about the General.
Yeah, he's just like, "Oh, it's like man flu. You get over it."
Exactly. Yeah.
The thing is, like, that would be funny if it was like a spoof, but it's not a fucking spoof.
It's
the
taken
real
all
thing.
seriously. But like that tense moment with like the Doctor shooting a gun, like holding a gun at the general, and he's like, "How many regenerations?" I quite like that bit.
You're an evil man.
You're an evil man.
Anyway, y'all in the comments can decide who won that versus.
Yeah.
The thing is, they're both terrible episodes, and the Space Pirates is much better than both of them. Like
Exactly.
miles
Much-
better, because
True
because
that.
Robert Holmes is actually a really good writer, and Stephen Moffat is sometimes, and Christian Will is on special occasions.
Special occasions,
Yeah, he's got a couple of good Torchwood episodes, I suppose, and I don't know, I quite like 42, but apart from that, although we did establish in the Celestial podcast that he just ripped that off Sunshine.
He somehow ripped it off. We don't know how.
Yes. So yeah, wow. Now unless I, because the Wheel in Space is going to be the last classic story I watch, so unless I dislike that, fucking hell, I like every 60s story. How did this happen?
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Oh, this is insane. Is there something wrong with me? But yeah, the Space Pirates was good. The Space Pirates was good. The Space Pirates was a good episode, guys.
True. The Space Pirates is good. Stan Milo Clancy. I might make a Milo Clancy fan cam after this. I
And-
don't know.
Hopefully they animate it, and maybe y'all will change your mind.
Yes.
Or maybe not.
Or we'll force you to change your mind.
And now we go into hiding.
Yeah. Time to change our
Um,
identities.
Yeah. Yes. Next time on the Worst of Classical will be a little bit, because I've got a few stories to watch before then. It'll be The Mutants, which is from season 9, which will be a little bit, and I will be watching that with Will Maddox, hopefully. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to cracking into some John Pertwee, because that will be next. Because I watched the War Games last year, so I don't need to watch it again. And I watched all of season 7 last year as well, so I can skip straight to Terror of the Autons. But yeah, the Space Pirates. Wow, this is honestly
What a surprise.
the biggest surprise.
This is
the
the
biggest
biggest
surprise.
plot twist, man.
Not just like on the Worst of Classic Who series, but like on my whole fucking channel. This might be the biggest surprise video that's been. The fact that I actually like the Space Pirates.
God.
It's crazy.
Title of the video. I like the Space Pirates? Exclamation
Yeah.
point, question mark.
Yeah. And I've seen all of season 6 now. Like, what a great season. Holy shit.
Exactly.
You got 3 like funny meme like stories that are really good, like Dominators, Crotons, and Space Pirates that are not deserving of hate. And then you got 4 absolute classics with the Mind Robber, the Invasion, the Seeds of Death, and the War Games. Like, what more could you want?
Yeah. Yeah.
What a
God.
great season.
Great
But yeah,
season.
Space Pirates good. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up this beautiful video?
No, it's been a fun time with you, listening and watching Space Pirates.
Yeah, I'd be keen to have you on again for one of these
Yes, bring me on for
at some point.
another one.
This has been great. This has been so much fun. I enjoy the Space Pirates. The Space Pirates is a good story. Y'all are just wrong, and I am starving, and I'm gonna go cook some sausages and think about this, how good the Space Pirates actually was. So long, everyone. Goodbye. See you next time for the Mutants.